Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Sylvia and I make videos on planning with occasional review. Today's video is day 2. So we're continuing with the hashtag 1 month in my Bujo challenge, and we are now on day 2. I wanted to focus on my comprehensive key. Now, I think I'm zoomed in enough that everything is going to be in frame. It's okay, the key is out of the shot. We don't need to know the header. It's the key. Okay, I wanted to go through this quickly. Maybe it'll give you some ideas on how you can start to use signifiers to help you with your pages. So here to here, this is pretty much the traditional Writer Carol key. He does go into these ones right here, Explore and Inspiration. I don't see as much in his book, The Bullet Journal Method. I also added this because in a recent video he added this kind of bracket for 3 lines of gratitude. You could certainly add more, just continue with the bracket on down. I did add memory because I've seen people use this before. I like to use a heart to remind me of, I don't know, maybe that day I was reminded of something in the past or a person I used to know, like maybe my dad who's passed since then, and I can just put a little heart with a little memory of what I remembered. Down here I have squares and circles. So in the squares I have essay, research, micro, and poetry. So I usually put one of these signifiers at the top or in the corner near the page number, just to signify to me what this page or spread is about. So I can come and flip here and say, oh, okay, there's an E, that's an essay that I wrote. Over here, I have circles, projects, reading, video, and blog. You can see that we have 2 R's here. So in order to show the difference, I decided to do 1 in squares and 1 in circles so I wouldn't get confused. R is for reading, then projects, video, and blog. Sometimes I write a little bit of a script for a video just so that I don't forget some key elements. Like I might be doing a review and I need to know some measurements and I will write them down. I've gotten a little bit better about that, but sometimes I just sit down and I just kind of wing it because I'm like, I forgot to write all that information down. I'm trying to be better about that. So I just mark it with a V in the corner. At the top here, we have triangles. So we have Scrivener and then Pages, Google Docs, and Files. So this helps me, say I have an essay here. I also will write down where that essay is. So sometimes I put them in Scrivener, sometimes it's in Pages. It just depends on what project it is. Google Docs I use a lot when I'm sending to, I will use a lot when I'm sending them to beta readers or alpha readers, critique partners, and it's just easier to use Google Docs because I can go ahead and email it to them and they can make notes in that document. I am a Mac girl, so I use Pages. I haven't used Microsoft in like, I don't know, 7 or 8 years since I've been in college. So I don't know how to do that in Microsoft. I do know how to use it in Google Docs. I'm sure that, like when you make notes on somebody's work, it's the same, but I like Google Docs. Anyway, files, physical, that just means to me that I have a hard copy of that. I went through a phase where, man, I was really stressed out. Online stuff wasn't as good as it is now, and I would lose things all of the time. So I'd always make sure to have a physical copy of my work in case, my computer or my flash drive crashed. We have some more squares here. So this is a project number. So that allows me to pick project numbers. I have some down here, and I can know what project off the top of my head that is without having to write out like Project Violet or like the whole name of a title. So here we have novel or novella with an N, and then NF for nonfiction, and then short story. Now I know what you're thinking, essays and nonfiction. Sometimes these signifiers here are used because I have an idea for like a nonfiction or essay. I have an idea for a novel or a novella. And so it's not necessarily a project. It just lets me know at a glance that this is an idea that I can take and make larger if I would like. Same with short stories. I might write, I had an idea about a man that goes to the grocery store and yada, yada, yada. These 3 are the signifiers that I use in the monthly. So right here, you just have the regular alphabet, and then once I run out at 26 letters, I do the alphabet again with a line under it, and then the third one has the alphabet with 2 lines under it, so I can tell the differences between all 3 sets. And I just have that marked here. Then down here, these are the 5 main projects that I'm usually working on at any given time throughout the year. So number 1 is Project Violet, 2 is Project Canary, and 3 is my blog SSW. And then 4 and 5 I didn't pick for right now just because I am having the pain with my wrist, so I don't want to overwhelm myself, so I'm just focusing on these top 3 for right now. And so this is the key that I use. And I actually just added a new one that I probably, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to put it on here. So it's a circle with a J on the inside for journaling. And I'm going to come over here to my dailies. So right here, I have my dailies. This day is done. I'm ready to set up for today, which is the 2nd and a Tuesday. I have a J10 here, and that lets me know, right now I'm on page 8, that I did some journaling, some private journaling on the next page. This spread will just be for dailies. So I think what I'm going to do is continue with dailies here, skip the spread in between this one, and continue with dailies here, and this will just be journaling pages. And I'm just going to kind of hide them in between these, and I'm going to use, let me zoom out because I am just not staying in frame. That's why I stay zoomed out. Sorry, I'm shaking you. Book darts. I remember Carrie Harling using these. That's the first time I ever saw them. They work really nicely. So for some reason, this is an awkward page where it's slightly shorter. Do you see that there? And yeah, I don't know. Let's see if it'll work. No. Do you see how it's refusing to lay flat? Maybe if I mark it at the top really close over here, it'll be okay. No, do you see that? What is that? Okay, maybe I can't use book darts on this. That sucks. I was not expecting that. Why is this happening? Maybe if I do it like this. Nope, it's still gonna have that weird ass air bubble in there. Do you see it? Do you see the air bubble? Oh, it won't focus. I had to put my camera on manual focus instead of audio focus because if it's on manual, it will focus on my hand when I'm writing and you can't actually see what I'm doing. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to leave that book dart on there so that I know, so funny that it doesn't want to work on this page, that this is a journaling page that I do not want to share. I did mark it J10 so that I would know where the journaling is for this day, but now I'm thinking maybe I should mark it up here where I can see it right away and it won't get lost. I doubt that it will, but now I have concerns, so that's what I'm going to do. Right across here, and I should have skipped, I decided to line this, and I should have skipped down one, but it's, you know, it's done. So I'm just going to put J with a circle for journaling page on page 10, so I can find my journaling for this day. Sweet. Now, I'm sure that writer Carol and most people just journal straight on, but as a writer and somebody who has a lot of feelings that I don't need to share out there in the world, because we don't always have to say everything we're thinking out loud, y'all. I'm just saying. I prefer to do it like this. Cool. All right, so now I'm going to set up for day 2. Okay. I did also forget to tell you that I erased all of this and indented it 1. Maybe I should indent it 2. It doesn't matter. What is going on there? Okay, so these 2 things I need to put down and do today. Indent. yeah, I think that's everything that I need to do for right now. And today is actually laundry day. So I've already marked it down here, L1, so I know. So actually, I'm just not going to write it here. I've already got laundry in washing currently, and then I'm going to be in the kitchen doing some dishes and cleaning up, so I will hear when it buzzes to put it in the dryer. I don't think I need a reminder on my dailies for that. So that's another thing that I might just be able to track on the monthly and not have to do on the daily. Where do you guys put your laundry? Is that probably in your dresser? I mean, like, do you put it on your dailies, your weeklies, on your monthly calendar to remind you? Okay, so I don't have like any preference. It's just when the beginning of the year started, the first day I had a ton of laundry, it was a Tuesday. And then I decided for the rest of this year that laundry day was going to be Tuesday. And that's how that happened. So I don't know. I'm going to try not to put it on the dailies because I already automatically know how to do it. It's already, for me, a habit that I've had for 2 months of this year. And I don't struggle with that or with the trash day at all, but writing it down anyway. Okay, so that is all for day 2. I will come back with day 3, a different focus, and set up day 3 on camera. All right, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.